High Vibe Cooking serves people who want to incorporate healthy eating into their lifestyle in a fun, inspired way. Whether you have food allergies or other dietary restrictions, or just want to enjoy eating healthier foods, High Vibe Cooking makes it easier and more enjoyable to prepare delicious, nourishing foods. You decide what your goals are, and High Vibe Cooking helps you get there.
Welcome to High Vibe Cooking. Today we're making vegetable stock. Vegetable stock is a great way to use up your veggie scraps, and it's so much healthier to make it at home rather than buying it store-bought, and it's easy. When I'm cooking, I keep a container out and I just fill it with whatever vegetable scraps I have left over from cooking instead of discarding them. If you don't have room in your freezer for a full container, just put it in a Ziploc bag. And we're going to use both today because I've got a lot of stock stored up for you. If you're going to buy anything, I love buying leeks. They add a really nice flavor. But I also have carrots and carrot tops, and celery is also a really nice thing to buy if you're going to buy anything. So I roughly chop what I have. You're going to then put it in a pot, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer for an hour or two. Or if you're like me, I'm really into my Instant Pot now. And you can put it all in an Instant Pot, cover it with water, and 30 minutes will do it. So let's get started. First of all, taking my great scraps. I'm gonna put it here. They're really frozen in there. All right. And we've really got a good load today. Oh, look at those. I have some, I can see what I've been cooking. I have some peppers, celery root, onions, zucchini. Maybe you don't want to stuff the Ziploc bag this much. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? That's a bit too much. Unfortunately, you cannot stuff the Instant Pot that high. And look at these goodies too. All right. So lesson learned. It's good to have a lot, but not too much. You can only fill your Instant Pot like up to here. Switching gears, we're going to make this in a pot. And I have one right here. So we'll put all these goodies into the pot. It's a lot. Oh my goodness. I never imagined I'd have this much. Well, I don't think you're gonna have this much, or don't do it if you have this much, but we're going to today just to see what happens. You're supposed to cover the vegetables with water. We'll get close, and then we'll put it on the stove top, bring it to a boil. I'll let it simmer for an hour or two, and then I'm going to come back and we'll take the next steps. Oh, my hands are cold from touching all these frozen veggies. This has been simmering for about an hour and a half and uncovered. And I have to go out now, so I'm going to cover it and turn it off. Okay, I'm back, and it looks like the time away finished the cooking beautifully. Let's see, let me just show it here. There we go. So the next step is to take a strainer and put it over a bowl. They say to use a fine mesh strainer, but really this one fits and I think it works great. Okay, this could get messy. I'm going to take this big thing, well, I was gonna say pour it in, but I think we'll be a little cleaner. and just sort of spoon it in, at least until I can lift the pot. I made a lot of stock. You may be making half this amount because, well, I saved up a lot of scraps for you guys, and we filled up that pot. There's a lot of juicy stock here. And if you haven't made stock before, or you haven't used stock before, you can use it so many ways. If you're making a soup, it's much tastier than just water, although water will do if you don't have it. You can cook grains in it, you can cook beans in it, you can use it for a little bit of liquid when you're sauteing, so many things. All right, maybe we're safe now. I'm going to lift this thing and we'll see what happens. Oof. It's a lot of vegetables, folks. Ooh, it smells delicious. And now I take my spatula and I'm just squishing it in because I want to get all those delicious juices. Alrighty. Just to be a little clean, instead of letting this sit on the counter because it's still dripping, I'm going to put it on top of this pot I'm going to restrain after we get it because there's going to be a little liquid that continues to drop out. All right, look at this. Ooh, I don't know if I can show you without spilling. Let's take this. It's nice. It's a nice smell. It can smell all the individual vegetables that were in there. And now this is where it's cooled for at least 15 to 20 minutes. You don't want to do this when it's finished cooking. And I have keep some jars. This happened to be what I had pickles in. And what I'm going to do is fill a jar for the refrigerator for cooking in the next week or so. I think you can keep it 5 days or something. I have it on the recipe so you can get the exact there. But we have plenty of broth here, or stock. Broth and stock, I use the terms interchangeably. And then I'm going to fill one up for the freezer. And so in the next few weeks when I'm ready to cook, I'll just take it out of the freezer and let it defrost. And that makes a pretty noise, like gongs for meditation. And then I'll have it ready. And I have another trick to show you guys. I'm going to put it in this measuring bowl because it has this spout, which is going to make my next trick a little easier to show you. Okay. Here's the neat trick. I have an ice cube maker. I'm going to pour this in this ice cube maker. And if I just want a little bit of broth or stock, I pop one of these guys out, ready-made, don't need to defrost a whole container. Wow, that was exactly perfect. How about that? That was just lucky. All right, and I will put the ice tray in the freezer. I will put this container in the freezer. I didn't fill it all the way up because liquid expands. You don't want to crack any bottles. And then I've got this nice full one for my refrigerator for the future. And I think that's it. We've made stock and it's going to last for a while. And it's delicious. So save your scraps. Get that container. Just have it handy when you're cooking. Put it in a bag or the container. Put it in your freezer. And then when you're ready to cook, it doesn't take that much time, but you need to set aside a little time to wait for it while it simmers. Wait until it boils, then let it simmer. And life is life. If you need to leave, like I just did, turn it off, cover it. And if you think it needs to cook some more, depending on when you had to leave, fine, just cook it some more. It's very forgiving. and then you strain it, and you cool it, you strain it, you're ready to go. And you can experiment with your scraps, and if something's too strong and you don't like it, life is experimentation. You know, for next time. Just to repeat, the things that I really love in a stock, and I will buy fresh if I'm out shopping and I recall to do it. Leeks, delicious. Carrots, celery, that's your very essentials. Onion is good. Otherwise, use your scraps and see which ones you prefer. And I think that's it. Enjoy your stock cooking and let me know how it goes.
To find out more, visit highvibecooking.org. Here's to your high-vibing health and happiness and delicious eating.